The next step to this is very, very simple. To turn this scale, which is the E minor pentatonic, it starts on the low E string. To turn this into the G major pentatonic, we just leave off the first note that we played in the E minor pentatonic. So we don't play open E anymore. We start on 3rd fret G, and then the rest of the scale is exactly the same. 0, 2, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 3. Now to descend, watch what happens. It's 3rd fret open, 3rd open, 2nd open, 2nd open, 2nd fret open, 3rd fret, and we stop. So the only difference between E minor pentatonic and G major pentatonic is the fact that on E minor we actually play the low string open, no fingers there, and we start on E. And we'll end on open when we're playing just the scale. When we want it to become a G major pentatonic, you'll probably remember this is a G because it's the lowest note of your G chord. But we start on this 3rd fret low string, which is a G, and we run the scale in every other way exactly the same as the E minor pentatonic. We just start on G, and end on G also. So those two scales sort of feel like one scale, but go ahead and memorize the E minor pentatonic. Think about the fact that you're starting on the open low E string. That's what gives it its name. And then when you're confident and comfortable with the E minor pentatonic, start to leave off the open E and think G major pentatonic and run the whole scale, stop on G, and then maybe to reinforce that, play a G chord. And then run the scale again. Slowly, if you need to, no rush, and reinforce that with a G chord. And when you're doing the E minor pentatonic, make sure you know you're thinking E minor, and maybe reinforce it with an E minor chord like we did, the G chord on the G major. You'll just add the one open string. I'm going a little fast here, but feel free to slow it down. When you get to the low E, play that E minor chord, and it will just help fix that in your mind, which scale goes with which chord. And then as you start to move from key to key, you'll know which scale to use. If you're in the key of E minor, you'll know to use the E minor pentatonic. If you're in the key of G, you'll know to use the G major pentatonic. Now, get used to those, and then go to some of the play-alongs on the site and look for the key of E minor or the key of G, and see if you can get some practice in just running the scale over the chords for those progressions. And if you start to feel really comfortable, go ahead and start to improvise a little bit. And we'll do a lot of talking about improvisation in other videos for sure. But go ahead and start to interact, listen to me play some chord progressions and try to apply the scale to those. For one thing, it keeps you moving in time, forces you to get to that next note in a specific set amount of time, and also it starts to limber up your fingers. You get used to where those notes are, how they fall, how they work with the chords that are passing by, and you'll start to develop a sense of what works and what doesn't work. So good luck with that. Hope that helps a lot, and I'll see you on another video. Thanks.